Hi, Chris Sterry, and I am doing a discussion on being a carer and how I deal with it. In this area, I would like to focus on the support that people receive from support agencies, how the agencies feel about carers, and some ways where I feel this can be improved. To start, I'm an outspoken person. Wasn't always an outspoken person, but I am now. I feel if I've got something to say, I want to say it, whether people like it or not. But I do like to think that when I do say something, that I do give some way that whatever I feel is wrong can be improved on. Now, some years ago, I attended an LDA conference in Sheffield, and in the welcoming there was a certain time that you had coffee and etc., and you sat on a table and started talking to the people around. When I sat on a table, there were about 4 or so ladies there. I introduced myself, they introduced themselves, explained who I was, what I did, to be told quite openly, we don't like carers. I can't complain about honesty there. I mean, it was there. So it didn't throw me. I said, why? They said, carers complain. I said, well, is that the main reason? Oh yes. We're doing as best we can to provide a service, and no matter what we do, carers complain. So I said to them, well, do you actually look to why people are complaining? I said, you are caring for that person's loved one, and they are really worried that the care that's being provided may not be the best that that person needs or that carer could provide, the family carer. But for some reason that family carer has come to the decision that they can't provide that care. And that is a tremendous decision to make. Because you've got your family member who you're committed to. And if you can't do what you feel you should, the guilt process really comes in. So not only are they having to pass their caring responsibilities onto somebody else because they've now, for some reason or another, haven't got that ability to do so. It could be health, it could be numerous reasons. And they're seeing what is being provided, and it's nowhere near matching what they were providing themselves. And you think somebody should make a comment about it. Surely you should be listening to that particular person to see if there is any way that you could provide something similar but in a different manner. Just because you've been doing caring for so many years doesn't mean that you've been doing it right. And it doesn't mean that the carer's been doing it right either. But by listening to each other, it's down to communication. Everything is down to communication. And it annoyed me, but I wasn't surprised that they had that view. It's been expressed to me on plenty of occasions. And it is a brick wall.
Yeah.
It's a brick wall that needs to be broken down.
Do you think it's that there's a them and us kind of attitude?
Yeah.
Do you think it goes both ways? So
Oh,
carers
yeah.
think them and us, and also service providers think them and us?
Yeah. I mean, in the best will in the world, being a carer, you can fall into the trap of doing this because you think it's best. Whereas, if you really thought about it, it might not be. Not that it's bad, but it could be better. and somebody else could do it better. But if there's no process of communication, nobody will understand your views and you won't understand their views.
Yeah.
So you do need to communicate, and it is where these barriers, and once a barrier is put up, it might be quickly put up, but it takes a damn sight longer to pull it back down again.
Yes.
And there's all the distrust that's been created, and really to work together you need to trust each other.
Yes.
It's not an easy process, but neither is caring. Paid carers are trained to be carers. Unpaid carers are not trained to be carers. It's not a matter of choice in most respects. People do it as this person's there, who else is going to do it?
Mm.
There's no manual. Like there's no manual to being a parent.
Yeah.
But you do the best you can. And that's what a family carer does. As I said, they may not get it right the majority of the time.
Mm.
But at least they're doing what they feel needs to be done.
Yes.
And yes, a carer needs to be open to listen. But the care providers, council, health, and other providers need to be there. Over the years I've seen this happen within the NHS. Doctors from a power above talk down to the patient.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for the patient, that doctor wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
So who's more important, the patient or the doctor?
Yeah.
In effect, they're both important. Equal, more likely, important.
Mm.
But a lot of, certainly the old style, what I call consultants, used to think, I've the fountain of knowledge and you will do what I say. I've seen them talk to their own students as though they've just picked them up off the pavement.
Mm.
And to some extent, some people might need to be treated that way, but not all of them. And I've seen students really get upset.
Mm.
Is that the way to encourage people to come into a profession? And it's the same with patients and carers. The NHS is struggling. And carers can help the staff, not in the clinical procedures,
No.
but the domestic procedures as helping to feed their loved one. The time when nurses and other staff have got the time to get round somebody's bedside, give them a chat and feed them, are long gone for numerous reasons. But if that person's carer, be it family or perhaps a paid family carer, could help the staff within that domestic duty. And I've heard it from ward sisters. I think it's an intrusion. That's our job. Not that they've got time to do it, but it's their job. Whereas it's a help. Surely people should be looking out for help, not discounting it.
Yeah.
And that is purely health. And that example could go through multitude of situations. So my view is we all need to work together as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you say, it's the attitude, isn't it? If there's a negative attitude every time you try and talk to a service provider, soon you're either going to stop trying, we talked about those carers who just give up, or your own attitude is going to change and you're going to be more confrontational, aren't you? So instead of what could have been an open and honest discussion, becomes two negative people or groups of people trying to, and you'll never find a solution that way, will you?
And who is in the middle?
Exactly.
The person requiring care.
Yeah.
They need to be there,
No.
and everybody around them should be working to their best interest.
Yes. Absolutely.